the new rule when it comes to stoppages in football. Get ready, brace up. If it continues this way, virtually every match will span to around 99, 100, 101 minutes. So don't say this you can only find in Nigeria, in Africa. Maybe we pioneered this even before these guys thought about it. I've seen a game that got to 126 minutes in Nigeria before. Yeah. I watched it live. So, they're only just playing catch-up with us. Oluwafemi Akilsho is on board. Good morning.
Good morning to you today. Good morning to our wonderful listeners. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning and a good time to actually talk sports this beautiful morning. So much to look into. Should we say the girls have been separated from the ladies now when it comes to the Women's World Cup. But then I would say that some or should I say the big girls were separated from the small girls. I would say that maybe some big girls are also, on their way home or already at home right now. Because I believe the Super Falcons, did not deserve to actually, crash out of that tournament. I think they were the better team in regular time and even extra time. But then, penalties are...
They didn't deserve to go through. If you play with a team with that sort of numerical advantage for over 30 minutes
and you
can't make it count, I don't think you deserve to go through.
Today, I said it before the game that I was worried about the Super Falcons. In fact, what I was worried most about concerning the Super Falcons was how prolific they are in front of goal. I believe I broke down the fact that the only game that they got goals, they were practically circumstantial goals. No one ever doubted the defensive shape and defensive solidity of the Super Falcons, but then we were not good enough in front of goal. And at the end of the day, that was what counted against them because we held our back line. We curtailed the English ladies perfectly for 120 minutes. But if you don't score goals, you can't win games.
When Ashiza Tushola was brought in, the game practically died.
Absolutely, I think.
They took their feet off the gas immediately. James
got red carded. I thought
who does that?
I thought we were going to, take advantage of that. That was when they started pumping the balls forward. Come on, you have the numerical advantage. You don't need to pump the ball forward. You can continue to progress the ball, like you were doing, which was working. So it's just
it's harsh, but you really cannot argue it.
Absolutely. No one is saying that the ladies did not put in a stellar performance, but a stellar performance without a clinical finishing. They will say handwriting.
And you see why strikers, why they cost so much in the world of football. People will say, football is goal biased, but the truth is you can't
win a game without scoring goals.
Remember, maybe I should take this back. When we were signing on Monday, the first question that Sharon put across was, okay, we're playing England, what happens? I said, don't concede. If you don't concede, you give yourself a chance. But it doesn't end with not conceding. You need to score. Maybe they were unlucky. Twice they hit the bar
and all that.
Well,
at the end of the day, I think we had more chances to score. We should have at least nicked one in. But then the tournament is over now, and it feels like it's for us anyway. And it feels like it's the post-tournament that is now here. I don't know what is going on where it looks like for our female football national team, it's either the manager is at loggerheads with the NFF or the players are at loggerheads with the NFF, because it's looking like pre-tournament, it was the manager at loggerheads with the NFF. Now it's the players. They have taken the issue to the players, the world player governing body. Those ones have taken it off, and the NFF also have responded. Although I have to say that I'm seriously getting worried about the quality of responses that the NFF are providing to serious issues being brought to their table. I remember when Randy Waldrum called them out for some financial sort of misappropriations. They couldn't offer any tangible response or explanation or reasons for those things. And now a serious governing body like FIFPro has called you out on an issue, and I read the statement released by Demola Olajire yesterday, and honestly, there was really not much substance to it. discarding it as whatever they called it. I think it's. I'm disappointed in that statement.
You are disappointed. Shortly, we will take a break for some commercials. The Athletic Federation of Nigeria on Tuesday released Nigeria's squad list for the 2023 World Athletics Championship in Budapest, Hungary. This year's championship will hold from 19 to 27 August. According to a release from the athletic body, notable Nigerian male athletes like Shekiri Osherite, Ash Favor, Sheye Ogunlewe, Alaba, Kitola, Fakurede, Adikalu, Carlington, Anonagwa, and Enekwechi Chukwebuka were listed. For the females, Asabrume, Jod Patient Okon, Success Mokoro, Favor Fili, Rosemary Chukuma, and Ruth Soro made the cut. Also included Deborah Oke, Imaobong Uko, Inse Uko, and Pamela Amechi. Meanwhile, world record holder in the 100-meter hurdles, Tobi Amusha, was not listed due to charges against her by Athletics Integrity Unit for missing 3 doping tests. She's fighting this one, but let's see how far she will be able to go on that one.
It was a sad one when I saw it yesterday, and I just hope that this is the highest she has to pay, for those particular charges, because the truth is she is the current world record holder for the hurdles, and she will not be able to defend that particular record, at this tournament. We just hope that no one, does better than her, but then it's definitely a big blow to Nigeria, this particular. I mean, she's the best athletics expert in Nigeria in the last 2-3 years, and she will not be at such a big tournament. It's painful.
Amusha got Nigeria's only gold in the women's 100 meters hurdles, while Brume won silver in women's long jump. We'll take a break on Sports Bank now. To return shortly, stay with us.
Splash FM 105.5.
Finest babe. How do you do it? My skin gives me the extra confidence to light up the room. That's why I'm deliberate about how I nourish my skin. I use a soap made with the right natural ingredients. A soap? Which one? A soap that contains shea butter and aloe vera, turmeric, and honey for a glowing skin.
Experience the new Joy Black Soap made with over 7 natural ingredients that moisturize, restore, and repair your skin, giving you the confidence to be who you love to be. Joy, beauty my way.
Yeah! Anytime you feel cold and hot out, take Procold. Procold now, better melody. Take Procold for effective relief from cold and hot. Everywhere you go, take Procold. Take Procold.
Procold as paracetamol and phenylephrine for effective relief from cold and catarrh. If symptoms persist after 3 days, go see your doctor. Procold is distributed by Orange Drugs Limited and endorsed by the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. Procold. Relieve cold and catarrh.
Take Procold.
Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste. With our unique expertise, we select fine quality tea leaves from selected tea gardens around the world. Experience Lipton Yellow Label's flavorful and balanced taste in every sip. Discover Lipton's flavorful and balanced taste.
Titi, I'm leaving now. Make sure you use this hypo bleach sachet to wash all the clothes, clean the bathroom, mop the floors, and
Mommy, one sachet for all this plenty work?
Yes, sir. Introducing the Hypo Bleach 200 ml bigger sachet. The bigger sachet you've been waiting for. Now you can do more disinfecting, whitening, and cleaning for just 100 naira.
Bigger 200 ml hypo sachet to do more housework.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Very.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids the new Milo 3-in-1. Milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo!
Hello? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
I'm in Biggie's world, where it seems like multiple stars are aligned for the ultimate showdown. I have to go. I have to go. Biggie's calling.
It's the return of your faves in the first ever Big Brother Naija All-Stars. Get ready for edge of your seat drama, showing 24/7 on DSTV channel 198 and GoTV channel 49. Get and stay connected.
Big Brother Naija All-Stars. Headline sponsor, MoneyPoint. Powering your dreams.
Every morning, now better chance to carry your hustle go higher level. So, make you start your day with the correct taste of Nescafe. Start strong, finish strong. Nescafe.
Na lie. Samo, na you dey sweep?
Na.
This one wey you dey arrange palo so, you dey expect visitor?
Yes, so. Na I job between full grand dey
come. Abeg you, no dey whine me jare.
Dey play. I say na I job between full grand, na dey show so. Na I be that. Yeah, go gate.
Introducing GoTV Super Plus package. We carry all 380 Premier League live matches on top GoTV. Enjoy Super Sport Premier League channel, Universal, Disney Channel, and more. You ask and we do. Make you recharge and upgrade to Super Plus to flex new level of football and more for only 10,500 naira from 1st of August. GoTV. Love it.
òun gba ìpè kan tó ṣe pàtàkì gan-an. lójijì ló bá gbọ́.
You have 1 minute remaining.
tó bá yára ń tú pọ́ọ̀sì rẹ̀. ló bá rí kọ́bọ̀ ńbẹ̀. ìbá ṣe pé o lè fowó sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ kódà láì mówó lọ́wọ́ kó o tún gbẹ̀bùn rìchaàjì. àkókò ìpè tó ní òótọ́ nǹkan mọ́ àbí má mi kàn ṣáàtì download my MTN NG app láti fi àkókò ìpè sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ tàbí kí o tẹ star 904 hash láti ra àkókò ìpè pẹ̀lú owó inú àkáǹtì ilé ìfowópamọ́ rẹ nígbàkúgbà kó o sì fi ẹ̀bùn ìdámọ̀ ìdógó owó tó bá rà sórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rẹ ṣe fàjẹ́ bó ti rí gan-an ó rọrùn gbà MTN kí ni ká gbé ṣe lónìí.
Splash FM 105.5.
Okay, great to have you back on Sports Bank this morning. FIF Pro has announced that it will assist Super Falcons players in getting their outstanding bonus payments, camp allowances, and other expenses from the Nigerian Football Federation, NFF. FIF Pro disclosed this in a statement released on their Twitter handle, or let me say X. You know, that's how we roll these days. The NFF and Super Falcons players have been embroiled on issues bordering on outstanding bonuses and allowances. Prior to the kickoff of the World Cup, Super Falcons coach Randy Waldron, in an interview, accused NFF of owing him 14 months' salary. Waldron said the full body owed some players bonuses back from 2021. The American also accused NFF of misappropriation of the $960,000 disbursed by FIFA to all the teams that qualified for the 2023 World Cup. You know, sometimes I understand, I wonder the kind of world that, you know, people in the NFF and other football authorities are living. Because it takes so much money in, and you are not really accountable. The government comes in, FIFA will threaten. That's all. It's some kind of interference.
Actually, I think right now we need to start holding the NFF more accountable to how they manage the NFF money. I think we have not really zeroed into, you know, how much money the NFF makes and how well it's managed. Because I know definitely that there are 3 major streams of income into the NFF. There is the
government subvention,
the government subvention. There is the sponsorship from brands, and there is the grants from tournaments that they actually, you know, attend, including friendlies. There are some friendlies that they also get grants from. So how do they manage these funds, and how come all are cutting across all our national teams? There are always issues of owed bonuses and allowances.
It's lack of accountability.
Absolutely. And I think we need to start holding them accountable. Let's know how much is coming in from FIFA grants. Let's know how much is the federal government subvention.
They are accountable maybe only to themselves. Because you know, there's a Congress that is made up of FA chairmen and other football stakeholders,
but we know that
players union. But that's what I'm saying.
Because it is that same Congress that elects presidents. I will know how much cash goes around, you know, when, you know, the elected Congress.
So what do you think we should do? Maybe get the the parliament to start oversighting them.
But
then FIFA wouldn't allow that.
I think, and that's the problem. I think FIFA needs some sort of reform when it comes to their government interference policy. Because the truth is this, you cannot just leave a body. There's no check coming from the FIFA end. And we cannot afford for that.
It's tricky. I mean, it's tricky. If you allow the government to be able to intervene, you know where this will inevitably lead. You start having governors and ministers appointing and dictating how the football should. I mean, the president will naturally be appointing Super Eagles coaches and maybe putting players in the team.
Maybe not interfere. Maybe just an oversight function. Maybe just
That's where it starts.
Maybe just a monitoring function. Maybe just show us your books function.
Where
maybe
do we
not.
draw the line?
Maybe not key decisions function. Maybe just an oversight. Okay, show us your books. Let's know how you're spending your money. I mean, these guys are just going unchecked, and it's really hurting our football.
Okay. Let's quickly talk about tennis. Caroline Wozniacki made a winning return to the court at the National Bank Open in Montreal more than 3 years after bidding farewell to tennis. Wozniacki, who walked away from the sport following the 2020 Australian Open and has since had 2 children, looked like she had never been away as she swept past Australian qualifier Kimberly Burrell 6-2, 6-2. Wozniacki won her first match back after 1,292 days away from competitive tennis. She was given an ovation by the crowd as she walked out onto the court in Montreal, but Kimberly Burrell in straight sets. The Dane is preparing for the US Open at the end of this month.
All these legends coming back is giving me hopes that maybe I can still see my Serena again on the court.
Okay. Keep the hope alive.
I mean, Wozniacki after 2 kids. Come on, Serena is about to have a second kid. Maybe there's still hope.
Wozniacki is out again.
She's still in her 30s, actually. She's not into 40s.
Serena is 40?
She's about 42 now.
Okay, keep hoping. Let's see. Anthony Joshua will fight Robert Elinors on Saturday, with the Finn coming in as a replacement for regional opponent Dylan White. Joshua was due to box O'Driver White at the O2 Arena this weekend. The Voluntary Anti-Doping Association said it had informed the Association of Boxing Commissions and the British Boxing Board of Control that a random anti-doping control undertaken by White had returned adverse findings. Elinors boxed last weekend, beating Mike Mylonin by stoppage on Saturday, and will step in at short notice to take on former unified champion Joshua. It looks like this guy's stock has really dropped. So just take whatever he gets now.
This looks like a charity to me. I mean, you want to box someone with just 6 days notice, because this opponent was confirmed yesterday, and the fight is this Saturday. Like, how does this even work? And this young man just had a fight last weekend. So
I think it's all about the money for him.
So I think it's just about Joshua not wanting to refund, the gate takings, the tickets they've sold, and maybe.
If I was the guy, I mean, I would get a good deal and in round 2.
I'll just drop. I mean,
please throw in the towel.
His last fight against a top boxer, Deontay Wilder, he actually dropped in the first round. So if he gets into the second round, he has tried.
I think this should not count for Joshua, even if he wins.
Exactly what I'm thinking, because this looks more like a charade than actually
a handicap,
than a competitive boxing match. I mean,
okay. Well, I mean, these things happen. The Premier League is investigating Chelsea for potential financial rule breaches during Roman Abramovich's ownership of the club. It looks like something we've seen many times.
Well, absolutely, but I think this time, because of the fact that Chelsea, they were the one that reported by themselves when Todd Boehly took over. We saw the slap on the wrist they got from UEFA. I think they're going to get another slap on the wrist from FA. The transparency is, I think, what will count for Chelsea.
Okay. The Hurricane saga goes on with Bayern Munich, expected to drop their 4th bid for the Tottenham Hotspur striker.
If anyone wonders why Manchester United did not go for Hurricane, this is the reason. You cannot deal with Levy and remain the same.
Let's quickly take a break for the BBC Premier League update.
BBC Premier League update from the home of Premier League football.
Hello, I'm Paul Sayers at the BBC Sports Centre. The Wolverhampton Wanderers manager Julen Lopetegui has left the club with the former Bournemouth head coach Gary O'Neill set to replace him. The club have known for some time that Lopetegui wanted to quit Molineux before the season started. Talks held on Tuesday over the Spaniard's exit from the club have been amicable. Several candidates were considered, but 40-year-old O'Neill impressed the hierarchy and is set to be named Lopetegui's replacement. Chelsea are having to change their plans ahead of the new English Premier League season. The Blues' summer signing Christopher Nkunku has been ruled out for an extended period following surgery on a knee injury picked up during a pre-season match with Borussia Dortmund. The club have not specified a length of absence, but the London Evening Standard's Nizar Kinsella believes it to be 4 months, and he says that's a big issue.
He was central to everything in pre-season. He played in numerous positions. He played up front, he played on the left wing, and he played as a number 10, and he was excellent in all three. He was actually, by the final match where he got injured in the 22nd minute in Chicago, he was about to play the most minutes of any player.
Tottenham Hotspur have signed defender Mickey van der Ven from Wolfsburg in a deal worth up to a reported $54.5 million. The 22-year-old arrives for an initial $43.8 million and has signed a 6-year contract. And Newcastle United have signed the Southampton defender Tino Livramento in a deal worth up to $50.8 million. The 20-year-old Englishman has signed a 5-year contract. Livramento joined Southampton from Chelsea for $6.3 million in 2021 and is Newcastle's.
All right. Well, we need to leave now. Rubbing our palms to see how European football kicks off starting from this weekend. And, of course, they follow through that way. It's been a great time with you all on Sports Bank this morning. Apologies that we couldn't stream. Don't worry. We'll get back on our Facebook where you can, catch all the video feeds live once again. Femaiti, thank you so much.
It's been such a pleasure this beautiful morning.
My name is Tunde Olawuwo. This morning we worked alongside Bosun Alayonde. Don't worry, at 3 o'clock later this afternoon, Just Football will be all yours. Have a beautiful Wednesday and bye-bye.
Splash FM 105.5.